When did you feel like you got your like big break, your biggest break?
My biggest break, it came with Luda. It was hard. I had to leave and go down to Atlanta and start,
Mm,
shoulders with other artists outside of Chicago. Um,
mm,
Chicago, we still ain't got it together. I ain't gonna lie. Once we do
I
get it
know.
together,
It's a
I'll be
Midwest
a proud
thing.
woman.
Yeah,
I'll be a proud
definitely.
woman. But yeah, once I got down there, actually what happened was I was on tour with Infamous Syndicate. We were on the Lyricist Lounge tour. Eminem was on this tour, y'all. Listen to me.
Mhm.
Eminem used to come by himself with a stack of his records. He would sit in the corner until it was time for him to go on stage and get on stage and rock. He was even at this time, I want to say this was like, honestly, this was like 98 or 99, and he was doing, "Hi, my name is," and if you think about it, that didn't come out until later in the 2000s.
Oh yeah,
But
right.
we were on this Lyricist Lounge too. We would all be backstage. I had gone on and now we backstage, kicking it with all the rest of the artists. Black Thought was on there.
Hmm.
Um, oh my God, this is showing my age. What's the artist that sing is bigger than hip hop? Dead Prez. Is that Dead
Oh,
Prez?
word.
Dead Prez was on the
Okay,
tour. It was so dope, so dope, so
word.
influences that we were able to share the stage with. But that's just my most memorable thing about that. But what I was saying, I said that to
Mm.
say this: we were on tour, Lyricist Lounge. We went through Atlanta, and at that time, Ludacris was hosting Hot 97. He was Chris
Hmm.
Lover, and
Yeah.
and he interviewed Tifa and I, and listened
Hmm.
to my music, and that's when me and Ludacris's relationship started, because he got my contact and stayed in contact with me. Once I got out of my
Mm.
deal, he picked up the phone and was like, "Yo, I want to fly you to Atlanta. I need you to come down here and do this hook for me." Lo and
Mm.
behold, which was "What's Your Fantasy?"
Oh
And
yeah.
like the rest is history. It happened just like that.
Beautiful. Talk about the transition to Atlanta though, because it's like, coming from Chicago to Atlanta, Midwest to the South, like that could be a culture shock for some. So how was it for you? Like when you really got, I'm in Atlanta, so when you really got down here.
It was such a culture shock because everything in
Mm.
Chicago moves so fast.
Yeah,
And I got
definitely.
down to Atlanta. Now, mind you, I'm not talking about today's Atlanta. We're
Right,
talking
right.
about 2002 Atlanta.
The
So
dance in
very,
Atlanta.
everything was very distant. They'd be like, "Oh
Hmm.
yeah, the club down the street." You are literally going 4 miles
Facts,
down the street. To
facts.
me, is a half a block in Chicago, and Atlanta
Mm.
down the street. You better have some gas in your tank.
You better have some gas. Your car better work.
Okay. So I mean I got homesick because I'm so used to
I
being able to
bet.
just pull up on the block, hop out, sit on the porch, shoot the shit with people. And it just
Hmm.
wasn't that down there yet. They had the strip clubs and the mall. That's pretty much all
Hmm.
Atlanta was doing at that time. And I needed a little more than that. So I got up out of there and I moved back a few years later. But
Okay.
there's no place like home.
So let's talk about disturbing the peace. DTP. What was it like being a first lady?
They were all my dads. They were all
Mm.
dads and brothers. I literally could not have any male groupies around. I couldn't wander off too far. Um,
Mm.
and I appreciate it. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I appreciate it because
For sure.
I'm most of the time I'm in foreign land. I don't know who I'm around or what's going on. Even in
Hmm.
Atlanta, I didn't really know anybody down there. So for them to take me in and kind of, you know, sister me like that, I really appreciate it because it's a lot of guys that just want to one thing, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
And
right.
I never even had to deal with that because they wouldn't let them around. It was
That's
just like
dope.
a family. It was a family. I was definitely their sister.
Mm. Got you. That's love, and I love to hear that. I love to hear that
Yeah, definitely.
for
So
sure.
the Disturbing the Peace operated as a family. They had a lot of their family members working for the company.
Mm.
I mean, it was just natural for them to be family because they were.
Talk about what it looked like when you and Ludacris just wasn't seeing eye to eye no more, and the label started to unfold.
Um, at that point, we were at about 10 years in.
Mm.
And I think at that point, everybody just wanted to organically grow, organically see something different. It was just
Mm.
like, it became a gerbil wheel. And everybody
Mm.
wanted growth. Everybody wanted to go here. Luda was actually getting more so into the movies.
Yeah.
He was signing newer, younger artists. And Def Jam, the original top heads that were there, the Kevin Lyles, the Julie, the Leor Cohen, were gone. There was a new top head coming in, L.A. Reid. L.A. Reid made a statement one day about me and just said that I'm not on his radar. So I knew then I was not going to have the support that I had previously with the team that I signed with. So, you know, when you hear about what happened with me and Disturbing the Peace, you know, of course, people initially want to run and say, you know, it was a Shawnna fallout. It basically was all of that, a domino effect. You know, it was just kind of time for some change. And I think in the end, I mean, nobody really wanted to let go of the good thing that we had, but we all knew that something had to change. Something had to change. And I actually pregnant again with my third.
Okay.
And I didn't want to be away from them.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, this is your third child. This is kind of what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I missed out on so much with my first two. And I was like, not this one, not this one. So I'm like, you know, I know my talent. I know my desire to be in the industry. It'll never go away. But my kids will not stay the same age. And I did not want to miss those milestones again. I wanted to go home and just revamp, recalculate, just wash it away, get a clean slate, and come back.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I get it.
But my decision was really, really, I want people to know, was based on just being a mother and thinking about, did I want to give another 10 years to the industry or be a mom? And I wanted to be a mom. I felt like the accolades that I attained in those 10 years were good enough for me.
Absolutely.
They were good enough for me. You know, we were going into a new sound, a new wave, and all of that was a decision I had to make, and it was stressing me out. And I was pregnant, so very emotional.
Even more stress.
very emotional. So I just kind of closed in and just wanted to go home and be a mom, be with my family.
I respect that. Yeah. And that's the most important thing, defining success to you, you know, because especially when you're in a limelight like that, everybody, I'm sure, is telling you so many different things, trying to pull you in different directions, but you got to make the best decision for you.
Yes.
Respect that.
You don't want to have regrets, excuse me.
Absolutely not.
And I would rather have regrets in the rap game and decisions that I made within the industry versus my children's upbringing. And that's what held the weight for me.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was hard, but
I bet. For sure.
I wouldn't change it.
Do you feel like you underrated?
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. But like I said, I have so many accolades and so many accomplishments that I've gotten that it's not a burden on me. It doesn't make me sad. It doesn't hurt my feelings. When I get fans that come through and they always say, you know, you top 5 forever.
For sure.
You know, and like that. And it's like, you know, that's what matters.
Yeah.
Because I know how to make money. You know, my family, you know, has been fortunate and blessed.
Damn
and
right.
I don't rub that in people's faces because I don't ever want to block my blessing.
Absolutely.
But there's so many ways to make money. I value my integrity and my ethics. And it's a lot of stuff that I wouldn't do because of that. And maybe that's why I never made it to the certain plateau that people feel that I should have. But me, as far as Shawnna, I'm very grateful for everything that I experienced and those that are still to come.
For sure.
The Progress Report.